I looked at Beachman before I came to the show,
Yep.
their website, and I knew I had to visit the booth because they look so intriguing. This is Ben.
Hey
Hi,
guys,
Ben.
I'm Ben. I'm the co-founder of Beachman and the CEO.
Oh, the co-founder.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. So how long? You're 23 or something. You know?
Yeah, I was 23 when we started the company.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 29 now, so
That's
yeah,
great.
6 years in counting, and yeah, we're a small company. We're based in Toronto. We have about a dozen employees right now. We build every single bike by hand in our Toronto headquarters and production line, and we just sold our 1,000th bike in December. So.
Really? Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, big milestone for us. So,
In our before we started talking about this, really, you said that Beachman is unlike a lot of the other or all of the other electrified startups that have been going on.
yeah, I mean, if you look at the space right now in electric, there's a pretty unilateral focus on off-road and dirt. Everyone sees the success of Sur-Ron, and then they're, copying brands, Talaria, E-Ride Pro, 79 Bike. There's dozens of them now coming out, making essentially the exact same product. But that market is massive, and so a lot of people want to enter that space because it's a guaranteed thing.
Oh, right.
What we did at Beachman, we started our business before a lot of those brands were well known, right? We didn't really have a model we were trying to approach. I just wanted to make a bike that looked beautiful, like right out of the 1960s.
You do, yeah.
That was approachable and easy. And with the goal being essentially to revive like the golden age of mopeds and scooters, from the 60s and 70s. But do it with a bike that is cool in North America,
Right.
because mopeds and scooters are fun. They're not really that cool, but people love them.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it depends, right? On what if
It
you're an
does.
enthusiast, they're awesome, right? And I was I drove a moped for years, but I wanted to make something that anyone could see and go, wow, that's beautiful,
Yeah.
And we had this amazing culture built around cafe racers that people are so passionate about, and that. Especially for a person who's not a motorcycle person, when they look at a cafe racer, they go like, wow, maybe I'd think about riding something like that. But there's also that huge barrier of like, a cafe racer is it's like a thing you do, right? You have to buy a Honda, you got to take it apart, you have to fully rebuild this thing.
Right.
90% of them, they sit in a guy's garage, you get 60% of the way through the build after pulling the engine out, and then they just give up eventually and then sell it for parts on Marketplace.
Yeah, you see the ads.
It's a very tough thing to get into, and so I wanted to make it super easy, super approachable, not crazy fast, and when I think right now the reason we're seeing new motorcycle riders less and less is because there's a really strong connotation in the last 30 years of motorcycles of just adrenaline and danger. It's the first thing anyone thinks about, whether they like motorcycles or they don't.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case for a long time, right? It was more about like freedom and adventure and an easy way to get around. But as motorcycles have become bigger and faster and stronger, as cars have as well, and it's always raced to horsepower and performance, this whole market got left behind of just a fun, easy ride to get you to the coffee shop and get you to work and get you home, or go fishing or something like that. So that was the goal. It was a way of living that was set out to achieve, not a spec sheet and a price.
I have to say, you look, they're beautiful. I thought they were beautiful on the website. They do seem to evoke some kind of culture. They're called Beachmen, and yet you said Toronto?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, you don't get to choose. You can't just decide to be born in California, right?
No, I know. But
yeah, totally.
It's funny that this California type motorcycle and
totally
called the Beachman, originates.
I happen
Toronto.
to be born in Toronto, so that's where we're from.
Fantastic.
We did the insane thing, right? We started a motorcycle company in a country that's snowing 7 months of the year.
Right. Yeah. I know you just don't associate. That's great. So would you tell me about, are these essentially identical, or do they have different batteries, different motors?
There's a lot of customization, way more than a regular electric bike. So this is a decently stock bike. This is the shape and form of a stock Beachman 64. So You know, it's got a few upgrades. Like this is the raw steel kind of Mad Max spec.
Yeah, I was gonna say that must be.
It's got the upgraded hand grips. Like that one's got the default black ones.
Yeah.
This is our Blundstone boot leather. So we have a partnership with this boot company, Blundstone.
Oh.
We use their leather and
Oh.
hand stitch these seats. It's beautiful, eh?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, if people could feel that
Yeah.
through the camera, oh my gosh.
It's nubuck, which is like a higher end version of suede.
Oh, that is nice.
And then, you know, like these I designed this bag myself. It's wax canvas and leather. Like all the accessories and the add-ons are as high end and as well built as the bike is. And, you know, we really stick to that design philosophy for everything we do. The bag is waterproof too. Super, super useful. The cool thing with this bag too is it's removable, right? So you got these quick release tabs.
Oh, right.
And then it has in the bag, there's a shoulder strap. So you take the bag, put it over your shoulder, wear it, do your shopping, and then at the end of that, you just click it back on the bike,
Yeah.
just like that, and then you're on the road.
Very nice.
So everything is designed around that, integrating the bike into your life, making it easy, you know?
So if you buy this, and what does this have a model name or?
Yeah, so this is called the 64.
That's the 64.
Yeah. And it comes in 3 different versions, basically.
Okay.
So we're a small company, so we made the bike flexible instead of having to produce a bunch of different models.
Modular.
So it comes as an e-bike, so limited to 20 mile an hour, class 2 e-bike for someone who just wants to ride around the neighborhood.
Right.
Then you can plate it as a moped, so it comes with an MCO. You can go in the DMV, plate it as a moped, take the e-bike limiter off, and ride it around at moped speed. And then, or if you're buying it for private land, then there's also just like an off-road setting. So it's 20 mile an hour e-bike, 30 mile an hour moped, and 45 miles an hour is the kind of off-road speed that comes on the bike.
Okay.
Also, 45 is the moped speed in certain states and territories.
Oh,
you know,
right.
it really depends on where you live. So we just made the bike flexible enough that it can work anywhere in the U.S.
So there's no powertrain differences between them other than.
No, exactly. Just programming, wiring. Yeah. So the
Right.
powertrain's a 3,000 watt hub motor that gets limited down to 750 when it's in e-bike mode.
What's a hub motor?
Hub motor is
Oh, the hub motor.
in the hub.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
it was some kind of motor.
No,
Okay,
yeah.
that I'd never heard of.
the battery is located here in the battery box.
Okay.
So it's a 3.6 kilowatt hour battery. You get about it's like between 30 and 70 miles of range depending on which speed setting. So just for around town. And then under here, all the electronics are under the gas tank.
Okay. So the motor is in the hub.
So the chain is just for the e-bike pedals. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So the hub is totally independent.
All right.
And then if you do the moped registration, you can just take the pedals off.
I thought maybe chain for regeneration if you do that.
No, we don't have regen.
Yeah.
There's no frills in this bike.
Right.
There is a little bit of regen, but it's not intense. There's no Bluetooth. There's no built-in GPS or anything, you know,
Right.
because that allows us to have. The bike is only $5,000.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing, especially
Yeah, it
for
really
a
is.
hand-built product, right?
Yep.
So that's always our goal is affordability and approachability.
Yeah. No, I love these things. I love the way they look. Love the wing bag. It was very impressive what I saw. I knew I had to stop.